Good morning, and welcome to another coffee ponder. Excuse my mic move. It's good to be with you this morning as we gather around a cup of steaming coffee. Today is Highlander grog. Good stuff. Well, this morning, as we get started, first of all, I want to say a happy anniversary to my bride. 37 years. She's put up with me. I tell you, she's got a heart of gold. It's a joy and delight to have her as my bride to this day. And I give thanks to God for the many years of ups and downs and sideways adventures we've had. It's been a good ride. But today, as exciting as my anniversary is, and I'm pretty sure that there are celebrations around the world related to that, it is also today a National Toasted Marshmallow Day. I love a good toasted marshmallow. And I have to admit, I'm a little bit of a toasted marshmallow snob. The people that light them on fire, sorry, that's not a toasted marshmallow. That's an incinerated marshmallow, right? Toasted means to get it lightly brown all the way around. And if you do it just right, you can take that toasted marshmallow and you can pull that outer crispy layer off and just eat that toasted layer and then toast the next layer and get it perfect. And then peel that layer off. You can usually get 3 toastings out of a marshmallow if you do it right. Well, I love a good toasted marshmallow, although I have to admit, I really rarely toast marshmallows. The diabetic in me doesn't really, like to eat a whole lot of marshmallows. But if I'm somewhere where they have toasted marshmallows, I'm going to have one, maybe 2 of them. I don't buy them myself because, I eat 2 or 3 of them every time I built a fire, and that would cause me to build fires more often. And then, well, you know how that goes. So, but today, there's some things I want you to think about that maybe you've never thought about. Like, when did the marshmallow get invented? Well, it was invented by the Egyptians around the year 2000 BC. Now, stop and ponder that for a little while. The Egyptians, 2000 BC, that's around the time of Joseph, pre Moses. So, what about some of these Old Testament characters? God often showed up in fire, right? The burning bush, when he led the people out of Israel or out of Egypt, he was a pillar of fire by night and a pillar of cloud by day. They often built sacrificial fires. The tabernacle had fires in and around the tabernacle, both for lighting and for sacrifice. So, can you imagine Moses sitting back with a stick in his hand and a marshmallow on the end? Do you think maybe when he went up on the mountain, when the mountain was ablaze, did he toast a marshmallow up there? I don't know. Can you see the children of Israel standing around the pillar of fire at night with marshmallows toasting? There's no biblical record of them toasting marshmallows, but there's a lot that's not in the biblical record. I mean, there's a lot of things, obviously, that they did that's not in the biblical record. It doesn't talk about every meal they ate and every time they sang a song or did a dance or plowed a field, but they did a lot of stuff. I'd like to think that every once in a while they sat back and they had a toasted marshmallow and they enjoyed the good taste that God gave us. I say this a lot, and it's so true. And I think about it when we eat these things that really just are so enjoyable to our taste palate that God didn't need to give us this huge range of taste. He could have made all food enjoyable. He certainly made it necessary for us to eat. But he also made it so very tasty. There are things that just make us crave more and more of them, and delightful tastes. So the next time you're toasting a marshmallow, I want you to picture Aaron and Moses on their way to Egypt to campfire built along the way from Midian, and they stopped. And as they're talking about what they're going to do to approach Pharaoh and get the people going, that night they sit back and toast a couple marshmallows. Hey, could have happened. I guess that's one of those we'll have to save for heaven. Ask Moses and Aaron and all those good old boys. Did you toast any marshmallows back in the day? I bet they did. Well, here's to our toasted marshmallows and to another great year. Students are back in school. Today's the first day for elementary kids here in Arlington. Middle school, high school kids started yesterday. Many schools started earlier, maybe even last week. Some are starting early next week. So school's in full tilt gear. And that means the program year at churches are in full tilt gear. So we're excited. And we hope you are excited about this fall. And we're going to be doing some more of these coffee chats this fall, now that we're back in the routine of things, so to speak. So don't forget, if you have an idea for a morning ponder, a question you want us to figure out, go ahead and ask. You can visit godponders.org and leave a comment on the bottom of the page, and we'll take a look and see if we can answer your ponder. You can also find us on our weekly podcasts, which have been a little irregular of late, but we're back in the studio as it was tonight, and we'll be recording some more upcoming episodes. So we're coming back. Well, you have a great toasted marshmallow day. And if you're doing some tonight, give me a call. I'll come over. Good stuff. Well, we'll see you later. Have a blessed day, my friends.